You ever notice how some days everything just clicks? Like you wake up, the coffee tastes better, traffic doesn't bother you, even your inbox feels manageable. In other days, it's like the universe is actively working against you. Same life, completely different experience. I used to think that was just luck, random chance, Mercury in retrograde or whatever. But what if I told you it's actually you broadcasting a signal, and you've been doing it your whole life without even knowing it? So I'm sitting in this coffee shop last Tuesday, right? It's like 7 a.m., I'm half awake, and I'm watching this guy absolutely lose it because they ran out of oat milk. Like full meltdown, raising his voice, throwing his hands up, the barista's apologizing profusely, and I catch myself thinking, dude, I've been that guy. Not about oat milk specifically, but you know what I mean. Some tiny thing goes wrong and it feels like the final straw, like the universe is personally testing you. But here's what hit me while I'm watching this unfold. Why does the same inconvenience destroy you one day and bounce right off you the next? 2 weeks ago, someone cut me off in traffic and I didn't even blink. Literally just thought, they must be in a hurry, and moved on with my day. But last month, someone did the exact same thing and I was furious for like 20 minutes, replaying it in my head, thinking of what I should have done, getting worked up all over again. Same event, completely different reaction. That's what it clicked for me. It's not about what happens to you. It's about what frequency you're already on when it happens. And once I understood that, everything changed. Stay with me here because this gets wild. So Nikola Tesla, said if you want to understand the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. And I know that sounds woo-woo. I get it. I rolled my eyes at this stuff for years. But hear me out because there's actual science behind this. Your emotions, they're literally frequencies. They're electrical signals firing through your brain and your nervous system. When you feel something, you're not just feeling it in your mind. Your entire body is responding. Your heart rate changes, your breathing shifts, chemicals flood your system. And here's the crazy part. Your body can't tell the difference between something that's happening right now and something you're vividly imagining. Think about it. When you're excited about a vacation next month, like you're getting on that plane in 4 weeks and you're already buzzing about it, what's happening in your body right now? Your heart's beating a little faster, you're smiling, maybe you feel this lightness in your chest. Your body is producing dopamine and serotonin right now for something that hasn't even happened yet. Or flip it around. You remember something embarrassing from 5 years ago, and suddenly you feel that heat in your face, that sinking feeling in your stomach. 5 years later, the event is long gone, but your body is responding like it's happening right now, which means you can feel anything you want, anytime you want. You're not waiting for permission from reality. You're not waiting for circumstances to change before you get to feel good. Think about that for a second. Really sit with it. You've been conditioned to believe that the outside world determines your inner state, that you'll be happy when you get the job, when you meet the person, when you hit the goal. But it's actually backwards. Your inner state is determining what you're attracting from the outside world. But here's where most people, including me for most of my life, get stuck. They're thinking of their goals instead of thinking from them. And that distinction is everything. Let me explain. You want a better relationship, right? Okay, but are you thinking, God, I hope I find love someday. I hope someone out there likes me. Maybe next year I'll meet someone. Or are you already feeling grateful for love in your life? Already feeling that warmth, that connection, that peace? Because one of those frequencies is lack. I don't have it yet. I'm incomplete without it. I'm worried it might never happen. And the other frequency is abundance. I'm already there. I'm already feeling what I want to feel. Here's what I realized. When you're thinking of something, you're pushing it into the future. You're putting it out there in some hypothetical timeline that may or may not happen. And what emotion does that create? Hope mixed with doubt. Wanting mixed with fear. That's the frequency you're broadcasting. I want this, but I don't have it, and I'm not sure I ever will. But when you're thinking from your goal, you're already there. You're already embodying it. You're not waiting for the relationship to feel love. You're feeling love now. You're not waiting for the money to feel abundant. You're feeling abundant now. You're not waiting for the success to feel confident. You're feeling confident now. It's like, remember when you had a crush in high school and you'd rehearse conversations in your head? You'd imagine what you'd say, how they'd respond, what it would feel like. You weren't just preparing. You were practicing the frequency. You were tuning in early. And sometimes, admit it, those imagined conversations felt almost as real as the actual ones, right? That's because your brain doesn't know the difference. It's responding to the frequency you're broadcasting, not the circumstances you're in. That's the game. You don't wait for the thing to feel the feeling. You feel the feeling to attract the thing. And I know some of you are thinking, okay, but isn't that just positive thinking? Isn't that just faking it? No, because positive thinking is still thinking of the future. It's still, I hope good things happen. This is different. This is embodying the frequency now. So here's what I started doing, and this has legitimately changed my life in the past 6 months. Every morning, before I check my phone, and this is key, before I let the outside world tell me what frequency to be on, I ask myself, what frequency am I on right now? Not how do I feel, but what frequency am I broadcasting? Am I anxious, grateful, flat, excited, stressed, peaceful? And here's the thing, I don't judge it, I just notice it. Because the moment you judge yourself for being in a low frequency, you're just adding another layer of low frequency on top of it. You're stacking frequencies. I'm anxious and I'm mad at myself for being anxious. Now you're broadcasting 2 low frequencies. So I just notice, okay, I'm starting the day feeling a little flat, a little disconnected. All right. And then I ask, what frequency do I want to be on today? Not what I want to happen, not what I hope will happen. What frequency do I want to embody? Do I want to feel excited? Do I want to feel calm? Do I want to feel creative? Do I want to feel powerful? And I just sit in that for a minute. I close my eyes and I let myself feel it. I don't force it. I don't fake it like I'm trying to convince myself. I just gently shift. Sometimes I'll think of a memory that made me feel that way. Sometimes I'll imagine a future moment. Sometimes I'll just focus on my breath and let the feeling emerge naturally. Some days it's easy. I wake up already on a good frequency and it's just about maintaining it. Some days it takes work. Some days I have to keep coming back to it every hour because I keep slipping. Some days it takes the whole damn day and I'm only really there for like 20 minutes before bed. But that's the work. That's the practice. Because you're not just thinking thoughts. You're broadcasting a signal. In the world, your relationships, your opportunities, your circumstances is picking up that signal and responding to it. You ever notice how when you're already having a bad day, more bad things seem to pile on? And when you're having a great day, even inconveniences feel minor? That's not coincidence. That's your frequency attracting matching frequencies. So yeah, that guy at the coffee shop with the oat milk, he wasn't mad about the milk. I mean, sure, on the surface level, it was about the milk. But really, he was already on that frequency. He was already broadcasting stress, frustration, feeling like nothing goes his way. The milk was just the thing that matched his signal. It was just the excuse for what was already there. And 6 months ago, I would have been that guy. Some mornings I still am that guy, but now at least I know what's happening. Now I catch myself and I ask, what frequency am I on? What signal am I broadcasting? Because here's what I've learned. You can't always control what happens to you, but you can control what frequency you're on when it happens, and that changes everything. The cutoff in traffic isn't about the driver. It's about whether you're already on a frequency of peace or a frequency of stress. The sold out oat milk isn't about the coffee shop. It's about whether you're already on a frequency of ease or a frequency of frustration. And now when something random pisses me off, I don't ask, why is this happening to me? I don't spiral into victim mode. I don't make it mean something about my life or the universe being against me. I ask, what signal am I broadcasting right now? And then I shift it. Sometimes immediately, sometimes it takes a minute, but I shift it. Because once you start thinking in frequencies, once you really get this at a cellular level, you'll never see the world the same way again. You'll never see yourself the same way again. You're not at the mercy of circumstances. You're the one broadcasting the signal. You're the one choosing the frequency. So what frequency are you on right now? Really ask yourself that. And is it the frequency you want to be on? Comment below, I am frequency, if this landed. Let's see who's really tuning in.